ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of the greatest of all time, TJ and MJ. Spend your dollar or save your dollar movie review. Come on in and listen to what we gotta say about the movie of the day. Woo! It's ready to roll! Let's rock! He ain't playing. It's ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Solo movies coming upon us. It is the 24th of May. That means pretty much anybody that got your little tickets, if you did, can go see that movie probably later tonight. It is officially released on the 25th, but you know, they always have the little premiere flows and all that kind of cool stuff that's crack-a-lax out there for all you movie goers. This is TJ and MJ, spend your dollar or save your dollar movie review. Boom, TJQuake, the GhettoGamer right here, letting you know what's cracking. Today, I got to put it out there, dude, because some news came to me just yesterday from my wife. She showed me something that literally blew my mind. It blew my mind. This dude, okay, there's a guy out there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably already seen this guy. I remember seeing pictures of this guy. They were talking about when they were comparing this other actor to who should have been, they would think that could have been, you know, the Han Solo character over Alden Einrach or what? I can never pronounce his last name. I don't know how to spell it. But anyway, this other cat. So I saw pictures of this guy before, and I said, okay, yeah, who's this guy? And I never really thought anything about it at the time because I was just like, you know, it was just kind of like little flash things. People kind of like might have brought it up and kind of showed a picture of it, and people were talking about, but it didn't go into great details about this guy. Now I find out what the real deal is. Now I find out, and I wish people would have brought this out even more. I don't think this was talked about more. I don't think what was shown about this guy was shown enough, but I'm about to show you right now. The true guy who should have played Han Solo. The guy who... I'm not going to even say anything anymore because I'm going to let you see this real quick so you can see for yourself. If you guys have not already seen this guy, his name is... what is his name? Anthony Ingruber. Anthony Ingruber. It's a crazy name. I don't know where he's from, but I think he's Canadian, from what I heard. So some of you guys probably already know about this guy. If you don't, you're about to see who this fool is. He's been in a couple other movies, and I'm going to show one of those clips of a movie that he was in before that's going to also blow your mind. It's this dude was the guy who should have been playing Han Solo, and you're about to find out right now why. Hold your horses, because I'm about to show it to you right now, and then we'll get into the rhetoric, because check it out, y'all.
I'm Captain Millennium Falcon. Courier tells me you're looking for a passage to the Alderaan system. A fast ship? You never heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's the ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. I've outrun Imperial starships. Not the regular Balkan cruisers, mind you. I'm talking about the big Corellian ships now. She's fast enough for the old man. What's the cargo? Why, is it some kind of local trouble? Well, that's the real trick, isn't it? It's gonna cost you something extra. 10,000, all in advance. Yeah, but who's gonna fly it, kid? You? 17, huh? Alright, you guys have got yourselves a ship. Leave as soon as you're ready. Docking Bay 94. Looks like someone's taken an interest in some of your handiwork.
Do I need to say any more? Do I need to say any more? Did you just see that? Okay. my wife Michelle MJ, okay, you know our other critic on the show here. She happened to show me this clip last night because a friend of hers, old friend of ours actually, named Saul, actually posted it up on Facebook, and she said, "TJ, baby, you need to see this guy because I don't think anybody's seen this video of this guy playing, doing a skit of Han Solo." Okay. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see it. So I'm looking at it, and she's showing me that video. She's showing me that video, dude. And when I'm watching this thing, I'm like sitting back and I'm going, what? 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 Man, my mind was blown when I saw this guy playing Han Solo. I've never seen anybody. He had Han Solo, Harrison Ford's facial expressions, his voice. He had his look. He looked like a young Harrison Ford. This is a guy who he's an actor. And you guys are going to find out a movie that he played in because I'm about to show you something else that's going to blow your mind. Everything. This dude, Anthony Ingruber, is insane. This was the dude that should have been picked to play Solo, and I'm sure some of you guys probably, if you guys are just seeing this for the first time, none of you guys heard about this guy. It was my first time seeing this guy for the first time. I've seen pictures of this guy before, but I didn't think anything of it at the time because they were just real quick little flashes of this guy, and it was real kind of like people were kind of talking about it, but really weren't going into depth about it the way I'm going into it right now. Because this motherfucker should have been picked to play Solo. He's an actor. He's a guy that's been out there. And I think he was a cat that was on the radar to be in this movie. And Kathleen Kennedy passed the motherfucker up. So I'm gonna show you guys something else. And then I'm gonna close this shiz up of what I think should have happened and where Disney screwed up, where Lucasfilm screwed up. Okay, you guys got to see this other one. This is him betraying. He was in a movie called In the Age of Aldelan. Okay, it was about this chick who him and Harrison Ford actually is the one of the main characters, along with this other girl who's the main character, who she ends up getting into a car accident. Okay, when they were young or something like that, and supposedly she was supposed to be dead, but she didn't die and everything. She came back, and what happened was when they saved her and everything, she came back, and she kept living like years and years, but never grow old. She would never grow old. So that's kind of the concept of what the movie is, that she never grows old. But her love was, Harrison Ford's character, who they met when they were young. You're about to see a scene right now when they met when they were young. This is a guy, that same actor you just saw, is the guy that's playing this character. He's playing young Harrison Ford as a youngster. And you're going to find out why they picked him to play Harrison Ford as a youngster in this one. He's like maybe supposed to be like 20, maybe 18, 19 or something like that. I'm going to show you this right now. You guys are going to trip. Let me see. Hold on. Action!
Keep doing that, you're gonna flood your engine.
Thank you for the useful tip.
Well, you're gonna get one hell of a tan at least.
I'm sorry. I've done everything I could to get this thing started. It won't work.
Alright, all it needs is a push start. Just lose the brake, I'll give you a push, you pop your clutch and you'll take off.
Okay. Thank you. Ready?
Ready? You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now pop your clutch.
Thank you!
Now tell me what's cracking with that! Dude! I saw that freaking video, and see, I remember this movie Age of Adeline. Age of Adeline. And see, I didn't see the movie. I saw this movie like some years ago, actually. And I remember seeing that scene. Well, not that scene technically. I remember seeing the scene with her when they were older, when it was Harrison Ford and all them and so forth. And I never saw that scene because I kind of came in midway and I was just kind of skipping through the movie, really. But I remember this movie, and I think I do remember some flashback scenes of some stuff like that, you know, and didn't think much of it at the time because, you know, I really wasn't really paying too much attention to the movie, really, until now, seeing that again, seeing that scene. And did you guys see the facial expressions, the eyebrows, the twinkle in the eye, the smirk that he has in his face? That's all Harrison Ford, dude. That if you guys can't see that shit, I don't know what to tell you, dude. This guy has the entire package. Okay, did you hear his voice? That wasn't a dub over. That wasn't Harrison Ford doing a voiceover in his face. No, that was that dude's voice. And if you notice, he sounded exactly like Harrison Ford. Exactly. Damn. I'm like, what the fuck? That they picked the perfect guy to play young Harrison Ford in this character in this movie. The guy had everything Harrison Ford had. His lip expressions, his smile, his smirks, his eye, you know, the way he moves his eye and brow and shit. This kid had it down, dude. Just like he had it down in that little Han Solo little auditioning kind of thing he was doing there. You know, which I believe he's played some other stuff where I think he actually played like a solo character in some other kind of like short film type things. I'm not sure. You guys could probably have to look him up. If you look up his name, Anthony Ingruber. That's Inthony. Last name Ingruber. Look him up. Check his stuff out. You guys, he's insane. And just seeing that from that to that little Han Solo thing that he did right there, I was like, dude, this guy is it. And they passed on this guy. Now we're going to get down to Disney. Now we're going to get down to Lucas and Ryan. We're going to get down to the stupidity of how these flipnicks work. Because Kathleen Kennedy, once again, blew it. She blew it. And a lot of people, from what I've been seeing, knew that this guy should have been the guy. I'm just now finding out about him. I'm freaking blown the frick away. I'm telling you right now, as bad as all the publicity right now the Solo's getting and all the backlash it's been getting and all the people that are looking at boycotting this shit, I want to tell you something real quick and everything. If they would have put that guy, if he would have been the guy that would have played Han Solo, and I'm not going to take, I'm not going to take anything away from Alden Ehrenreich, I can't never say his last name. I'm not going to take nothing away from him and everything. From what I heard, he actually did better than what we all thought he was going to do from what I heard in some reviews and everything. And that the rest of the cast ain't all that. They look like a bunch of guys that are in costumes from this one review that this one girl, I forgot what her name is, something Jenny or something Jen. Anyway, she's a blonde chick. You might have seen her on YouTube. She does a lot of, movie reviews and whatnot. But I actually found out about her review by Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, because Geeks and Gamers, you guys all know Geeks and Gamers, blowing up. Jeremy's blowing up. Shout out to him and World Class Bullshitters and the rest of you YouTubers out there. John Talk Star Wars, SC reviews, and I'm gonna put it out there. I don't know why. I don't know why everybody gets okay. Let's just get back to the mix. So anyway, Mike Zero. That's who I'm thinking of. Mike Zero, dude. Come on, man. You cool, dude. Don't take all this criticism all these people giving you and everything. I actually like Mike Zero. I like Star Wars content. I love it. Anyway, I'm getting off on a rant on that. So anyway, Kathleen Kennedy and those guys. They knew about this guy. And I'm telling you, if they would have put this guy in the movie if he would have been the character that would have played Han Solo, I'm telling you right now, people, if they would have saw the trailers for the first time, because remember when everybody saw the trailers and they were all kind of like, the first time they saw, Alden play and he spoke and he kind of talked, people weren't digging on him at first. They just really weren't digging on him. They're like, he don't really sound like Han. He don't really look like. A lot of people were complaining about that. I remember seeing all the reaction videos, on the trailer for Solo when it first hit and everything. And people weren't digging on it. They're just like, I don't see him as Han. I don't hear the voice. And they were right. They really didn't hear it. He had to kind of grow on you as the trailers kept coming. And they kind of started growing a little bit. His voice kind of got in there a little bit, But nothing like this dude, man. When you have a guy that has he's almost like a doppelganger of freaking Harrison Ford as a kid, as a youngster and everything. This guy, he not only grabs his voice, he has his voice like it's natural that he has his voice and everything. His eyes, his expressions, his look, his vibe. He brings the full package. If people would have saw this guy in the trailer for Solo, dude, I don't care what Kathleen Kennedy and them would have done. People would have still came to see this movie just to see this dude play Han Solo. Just to see this guy go, that motherfucker right there, that dog right there is Harrison Ford. That's Han Solo. You know what? I'm going to have to see it. I just got to see it just to see this guy do his thing. I just got to see his imitation of Han Solo of Harrison Ford. I got to see the movie just for that. Just for that alone is iconic to me. And I'm sure all the other Star Wars fans out there would feel the same. And everybody has been, from what I've been noticing now that I found out about this guy, has been saying the same thing. Ridiculous. I don't know. And this would have made it to where even the backlash, even the boycotting, I think that would have probably been simmered down just so they could have saw this. Because I'm telling you right now, because I'm not watching the movie right now. After all the craziness has been going on, I'm kind of, I'm done. It may get a video rental, but I'm not going all out my way to go see this movie right now not because I don't think the movie's going to be good. Because I think actually the movie looks like it's kind of fun to watch, other than from all the, reviews it's kind of getting right now. It looks like it'd be fun to watch. I just want to see the reaction, technically I just really wanted to see how Han met Chewie. It's kind of like that. It's kind of more intriguing to me. Well, and the reason why I wanted to see the movie in the first place. But after all this bullshit that they've been throwing, all the badgering on the fans who they just want to keep talking smack on us fans, and don't give a flip. I don't give a flip about the fans. I'm not making this for the fans. Really? Really? Because George Lucas made these movies for the fans. George Lucas thought about us and everything. He knew what we liked. He kept on with it, and he made those movies go on and on and on and so forth. Star Wars is nothing without George Lucas to me. I'm sorry. A lot of people say, oh, well, George kind of messed up on the prequels, whatever. You know what? They were Star Wars movies to me. Those movies still became Star Wars. They still had the vibe of Star Wars in it. These new ones ain't got no vibe at all. But the Solo movie looked like it probably could have went somewhere because Ron Howard was actually directing it, and I like Ron Howard and everything. And you don't see Ron Howard out there talking smack on the fans. You don't see him saying, "Oh, nobody wants to go see my Solo movie." There's all this backlash. Ron Howard's just keeping it cool. He's keeping it zipping. He's keeping it chill. He ain't wanting to go freaking jack up his career because when you start talking smack, JJ and Ryan, guess what? Not only will they not see your Star Wars movies, but they're not going to go see any other movie that you make and everything. They're going to be like, "Oh, hell no, that's that Flipnick JJ and Ryan. Hell no, I ain't watching their movies. After what they was talking on us on Star Wars movies, done. Sorry." So if they would have put this guy in though, I'm telling you guys right now, dude, this guy here, dude, here he is right here, picture right here, and another picture of him right there, and so forth. He just would have been the man. He would have been the guy for this whole movie. I'm telling you, he has the look, the vibe. He would have brought me to the theater to see Solo. I'm guaranteeing you, even with all the bullshit that's going on with them talking shiz and even the pansexual bullshit, which was the final straw, by the way. That's the one that really caught me and said, you know what? Oh, you guys want to bring that now? Now you want to bring sexuality? This guy wants to do everybody now. You know what that means? That means he'll even hook up with little young kids because have sex with anybody, anything. That's what his thing is. That's his desire, was a pansexual. So that means, in a way, he's kind of a predator. In a way, he's kind of a, a predator on kids as well. Just saying. This is what you guys want to freaking start pushing on your Star Wars. Where these kids, these people that have, their children and stuff, they're not going to be wanting to hear all that. Not going to want to try to get into all that. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I already had my rant on the whole Lando pansexual stupidness. But that was kind of last straw. But even with that, if this sucker right here, boom, if he would have played the part, oh man, I wouldn't have cared with all the craziness. I would have watched it just to see him play Han Solo, just to watch him in action. Not this guy here and everything. Alden, don't get me wrong. I think he's a cool cat. I think he probably is going to be a good role with Han and so forth. But not even this guy here, Alden cannot capture what this guy, Anthony, did. There's just no way. This guy here would have brought everybody to the theater to watch Han Solo. I'm telling you right now, Kathleen, Disney, Lucasfilms, you guys screwed the hell up by not hiring this guy. This was the motherfucker you should have had play Han Solo. Because I guarantee you, those seats would have been sold out. People would have still came to see this movie, especially after seeing a number of trailers with this guy playing Han, playing the Han that you just saw in that little video I showed you. People would have been like, oh, I got to see this guy. I just got to see this guy roll. I got to see what he's doing. This guy is classic. He would have brought me back to the old Han Solo. Somebody that really... I know Harrison Ford's probably saying the same thing. They had Harrison Ford up there congratulating, saying that, went in on, I guess, on Alden's little interview, and he interrupts and everything. And he says, get out of my life and all that stuff. Harrison Ford's playing old grumpy guy. But then they asked him, what do you think of his portrayal of Han Solo? And, Harrison Ford, you see, he's saying that he likes this guy. He says that he really thinks he did a great job, and I couldn't be more proud of all this. But you can almost see the way Harrison Ford was looking. You can almost see when somebody's lying about something, dude. I don't think Harrison Ford was telling us the truth that he thinks that Alden was the shiz. I think deep down the back of Harrison Ford's head, he's going, the guy that should have played my role, my character, was this Anthony Ingruber, this guy right here. Harrison Ford knows because he played in that movie with him, and he had to play Harrison Ford's part. This guy probably got tips and all kinds of stuff, just like Alden did from Harrison. I bet you Harrison was blown away by this guy. I bet you Harrison was going, why didn't they use that one guy that played me in that movie, Age of Adeline? I know that's what Harrison Ford's thinking. He's like going, they could have used a guy that actually sounded like me. This guy sounds like Harrison Ford. He has his voice, his look. He has the whole package. I just had to go on this little rant with you guys, let you guys know how I think about this. Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Lucasfilms, you guys screwed up, man, and your movie's going to pay for it and everything. Don't get me wrong. I think Alden is probably going to do a great job and everything. I'm not going to take any away from that guy because, he doesn't deserve it. I think he probably did the best he could to play Solo. But if I'm going to do something and I want my shiz to look like the shiz, like I really want I'm going to look for the best cat for the part. The best cat for the part. The guy that's going to portray a role that I know is going to be like, okay, this guy is the guy. This is the dude that's going to bring back Han Solo. This is the guy that we could use for the next 2, 3, 4 movies if we want and everything. He is going to be Harrison Ford. He is going to be Han Solo. Because I've always said, you guys, this. Solo is not created. It was a character that was created by, yes, George Lucas. But the guy who made Solo who he is Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is Han Solo. Han Solo is Harrison Ford. And in order to play Han Solo, you need to be somebody that can play Harrison Ford. That guy played Harrison Ford in a movie and had it down like science. It was like eating just chocolate cake and just milk, and it was so delicious and everything. Yummy, yummy. That's what this guy would have been for the Han Solo movie. You guys screwed up. You guys need to rethink about what you guys are doing with Star Wars. Because I'm telling you right now, Star Wars is pretty much dead to people. I ain't watching another one. I told you guys many times over. Until Kathleen's gone, until freaking Ryan, you get that witch out of this shiz with her SJW crap, because she should have picked this dude. This was a guy, and I'm telling you, everybody probably knows it. Look him up. You're going to find out. Everybody thinks the same thing. Now that I'm on board and I finally figured out who this guy is, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? You guys passed on this guy? Really? You guys passed on this guy? That guy would have taken that role in a second and would have killed it. You guys are stupid, man. How could you be so dumb? You guys are supposed to be movie makers? No, you guys are so SJW now that you guys don't even know how to make a movie anymore. It's like brainwashed you. Just like all the rest of the shit that's going on in this country. Everybody's brainwashed by all this liberal nonsense. It's ridiculous. You guys need to get back to reality, or you guys are going to lose everybody. I'll tell you who just came back to the ship, though. Let me tell you who just came back to the ship, because I'm telling you right now, Disney, and I know everybody knows this, it always comes down to the money. It comes down to the money, the nitty gritty. And I'm telling you right now, when the companies start losing money, that's when their whole freaking attitude changes. And guess who came back down to their senses? The NFL, baby. I want to close with that. The NFL finally decided, guess what? No more taking a knee on the national anthem anymore, because guess what? That bullshit is causing us to lose money. People are not coming to the games. People are not buying the jerseys. They're not coming to sit in the seats to buy the products and everything. People are not coming to our freaking games anymore. We are losing business. And I'm a man that needs to make money. That's why I started this whole shiz. So guess what? Sorry, you guys, but you guys, if you don't want to, stand up for the national anthem, you guys gonna sit your asses in the dadgum freaking locker rooms, and you could do your little protest in there. You could do your little kneeling down. If you don't want to salute the flag, by all means, don't be American. Don't be part of this country. Go in the locker room where nobody else can see your stupid crying baby ass, because that's what you guys are, a bunch of little crybabies. I don't know what I'm really protesting about. I think it's because the black people are not getting what we want. Yeah. You guys are such oppressed, you guys are such this oppression that's going on for black people. Yeah, I feel really oppressed. Yeah. I'm living La Vida Loca, people. I'm black, living La Vida Loca. Actually, black Puerto Rican, living La Vida Loca, and I'm freaking feeling good. I'm free to do what I want to do, and I want to talk the way I want to talk. And the only people that's going to stop me is you flipnicks out there who claim that you want to fight for freedom and rights and all this other stuff for everybody, but you're not really doing that, because all you're doing is taking that shiz away from all of us and everything. So NFL finally woke up and said, we want to make money again, so we're going to put these fools in the locker room when they want to go ahead and kneel down on the flag, so we can start making that money again, so we can start getting our fans to come back again. So Disney, I guarantee you, when you start losing that money, and you will, it's going to start going down. And you guys are going to be like, you know what, you guys? Time to get rid of Kathleen. Time to get rid of Ryan. We might have to get rid of JJ too, because this shit ain't working out. And I'm telling you right now, JJ, you can talk all the shit you want. You think people are going to come? You guys could put in Mara Jade. Everybody knows about Mara Jade. Yeah, I know about Mara Jade. That ain't saving your movie, dog. That ain't bringing me back into the seats. You've already screwed up by what you were talking about, talking smack on the fans. So, back at you, bro. You ain't getting my cash. I ain't paying no money for none of your Star Wars movies. And I guarantee you, I got a whole flockload of other people that think the same way. We're all thinking the same. So, Disney, Kathleen, Lucasfilms, you guys better get your brains back into motion, because I'm telling you right now, your business is about to die. Star Wars is about to die. Star Wars was left with George Lucas. That's the man that started Star Wars. That's the man that created these characters. That's the man that deserves a credit for anything Star Wars, not you flipnicks. So that's all I got to say, and it's your freaking loss that you guys didn't freaking hire this guy, Anthony Ingruber, to play Han Solo. I'm out. TJQuake, make the funk alive again. TJQuake and MJ and Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar. Subscribe if you want to subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back at you with some more craziness. Have a good one, y'all. May the funk be with you. Subscribe!